Hey YouTube, this is Deathly Origins and this is my first video ever, so please don't mind if the quality is that bad. And this is a channel which is family friendly and we're going to be doing a Doomspire Mythbusters episode today. Please leave your own myths in the comments. The first myth is, does package dodging work? Package dodging is when you put on a package to make your arms or legs smaller, for example. It is thought that this method makes you a harder target to hit with rockets or any projectiles. Now we're gonna see if this is actually true. So here, take a look at it for yourselves. Now, I wasn't quite sure if it hit his torso or not, so I decided to do another experiment. So here I'm doing it again. Looking at the instant replay, I'm pretty sure that never hit his torso, but you can never be too sure, so I just did one more time. So I'm positive that never hit his torso, so we can conclude that this myth is fake. But the reason it's fake is because meshes don't take up the area of blocks, and in the diagram that's on the screen right now, it's kind of bad, but it kind of shows how it works. Not really, but yeah. The next myth we're gonna be looking at is mega jump higher than the bomb jump? Now many people get confused between mega jump and bomb jumps, but because they think it's the same thing, but in reality it is not. They're both good at their own things, but you should never use one of them for the reason of another. So first I'm going to do the bomb jump. That right there was the bomb jump. Now let's look at the mega jump. Now we can see that the mega jump was significantly higher than the bomb jump, but that doesn't mean that the bomb jump is useless. The bomb jump is actually very good. And on the diagram you can see the one on the left is the bomb jump, but the one on the right is the mega jump. But you can still use the bomb jump if you're going for height. The third myth we're going to look at is the aggressive way faster at destroying towers. Now the aggressive way is the way that I use to destroy towers. I think it's pretty good, but my theory is that it's going to be faster. But let's look at the ways of destroying towers. Now firstly, this is the aggressive way. The aggressive way is pretty straightforward. You just it's designed that if you die, the tower is still left vulnerable. The way it's vulnerable is because if you die, the edges are still naked, so you can easily get hit. Now this is the standard way. It's pretty slow and pretty defensive, if you ask me. Like, you don't have that much of a chance of dying, but it's actually very slow compared to the aggressive way. That doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. If you're new to the game, you should start off with this way because you don't want to rage quit. Now, if you can tell by the time, this is way longer than the combat way, or the aggressive way, should I say. The reason for this is because it's not designed for attacking, it's designed for defense. And that doesn't necessarily mean it's bad, again, I said, but that does mean that if you're known for being good at combat, you shouldn't really use that way. Last thing, sorry for the quality. I know it's absolute BS, but yeah, sorry.